If you've ever tried to create a video, you already know the real work doesn't start until after you hit stop on the recording. Well, today we're looking at a new AI tool called GenSpark Clip Genius that basically wants to make that entire painful process just disappear. And it's built on a truly wild idea.
Right? We all know this feeling. You've got hours of amazing footage, but then comes the nightmare. The endless cutting, syncing clips, finding the right music, just trying to make it all flow. For pretty much anyone creating content, it's a huge bottleneck.
But what if you could just skip all of that? I mean, what if you could edit your entire video just by typing one sentence? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but that is literally the promise behind the tool we're diving into today. And the tool making that wild promise is called GenSpark Clip Genius. And just to be clear, this isn't just another video editor with a few AI features. No, this is aiming to be a totally new kind of AI assistant for video creation.
And this is the magic right here. This is the whole idea. No more timelines, no more complicated menus. You just describe the video you want in your head, and the AI goes and builds it for you. That level of simplicity, that's the real revolution.
Okay, but here's a really important distinction. This AI doesn't create video out of thin air like some other tools. It's what's called an AI video agent. That means it takes the footage you've already shot and basically acts like a super fast, super smart editor that you can direct with just a single command.
So how in the world does it actually pull this off? It's not just some black box magic. There's a surprisingly smart process that happens behind the scenes after you type in that prompt. So let's take a look under the hood.
It all breaks down into this four-stage process. First, it analyzes everything you gave it. Then it plans out a story. After that, it executes all the edits. And finally, it assembles the finished video. Let's break that down, starting with what is absolutely the most important step, the analysis.
And this is where the real genius is. The AI isn't just seeing pixels on a screen, it's actually understanding the content. It's listening to what's being said, it's reading any text that shows up, it's following the action, and get this, it actually detects the emotional context. It knows what's funny, what's dramatic, what's exciting. That right there is the secret sauce that lets it make smart, creative decisions for you.
And because the AI gets the content on that much deeper level, it can do a whole lot more than just trim your clips. This is where the possibilities start to get really interesting.
Just think about it for a second. A gamer could type, "make a highlight reel of my best moments," and it's done. A talk show could pull its funniest clips for a compilation. You could summarize an entire hour-long conference speech or create a snappy product demo in, minutes. The time savings here are just massive across so many different fields.
It also handles some really complex stuff that used to be a total headache for human editors. Like syncing up multiple camera angles from an interview and putting them in a professional grid layout. Yeah, the AI can just do that automatically. It saves so much tedious work.
And what's even crazier is that the AI actually adapts its editing style. So if you tell it you're making a tutorial, it'll know to keep the pacing nice and steady, focusing on clear information. But ask it for an entertainment video, it'll use quick cuts and pull out all the high-energy moments. So it's not just cutting, it's making real, creative editorial choices.
Okay, so the tech is seriously cool. We get that. But what does a tool like this actually mean for creators, for businesses, for the entire video industry? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture here.
And when you put the old way of editing right next to this new way, the difference is just staggering. Work that used to take days or even weeks can now be done in minutes. Skills that you used to have to go to school for are now available to a total beginner. The jump in efficiency is it's on a whole other level.
But of course, it's not a magic wand. The AI can't fix bad footage. The old saying is still true: garbage in, garbage out. If you feed it shaky camera work with terrible audio, you're not going to get a masterpiece back. Just like with a human editor, the quality of what you put in directly determines the quality of what you get out.
And, this naturally leads us to the elephant in the room. The big question everyone asks whenever a powerful new AI tool like this shows up. Is this it? Is this the end of the road for human video editors?
Well, the answer seems to be a resounding no. The idea here isn't replacement, it's partnership. The AI takes over all the tedious grunt work, the basic cuts, the syncing, the boring assembly, and that frees up the human creator to focus on what actually matters: the high-level creative vision, the storytelling, the complex narrative, and that final polish that really makes a video stand out.
I think this is the absolute perfect analogy. Think about it. Digital cameras didn't get rid of photographers, right?
They just made it way easier for everyone to take pictures, and it allowed the pros to focus more on the art and less on the technical mess of developing film. This tool could do the exact same thing for video.
And that really leads to the biggest takeaway of all. This is about democratization. All of a sudden, a single person working out of their bedroom can produce videos that have the same polish as something from a huge company with a massive team. That huge wall, that barrier to entry made of high costs and technical skill is finally starting to crumble.
So, here we are. A technology that completely changes the rules of the game for an entire industry has arrived. The only real question left is, what are you going to do about it? Will you adapt, or will you get left behind?